What's up, everybody? It's Julian Gordon here, and I just got to break something down so it can forever and consistently be broke. For all my Love Jones fans out there, you know where that quote comes from. I got to break this down around income and how we talk about our income. A lot of people are out there playing the income game. And when you're playing the income game, you're looking for the highest paying job. And I'm really committed to making sure that people are free. And I know that the number that you need to be as free as you want to be isn't as high as you think it is. It does not involve $1,000,000. And here's why. Because your income is not necessarily what you get from your employer. When you look at a business and how it defines income, income is revenues minus expenses equals income. Revenues minus expenses equals income. So what comes in minus what goes out is income. But when we talk about income in our personal lives, we call our salary or our paycheck income. What's your income from your job? Oh, it's the fact that I get paid $75,000 a year, $100,000 a year. But that's not your income. That's actually your revenues. What we call income is actually your revenues, because your income is what's left over at the end of the month, not what you get at the beginning of the month. So let's say you make $100,000 a year, right? But your cost of living is $90,000. That means that your income at the end of the year is actually $10,000, not $100,000. So two people who have the same revenue, right, in terms of their salary, could have completely different costs of living. One could be living at $90,000 a year. The other one could be living at $50,000 a year. And guess who's more free? The person who has the actual lower cost of living is more free, because the gap between their revenues and their expenses is $50,000, whereas the person who has revenues of $100,000 but their cost of living is $90,000 only has a 10% squeeze. And what tends to happen when we start making more money is, guess what rises? Our cost of living rises. Right? We get a bonus or a raise, and what do? We go make a long-term investment, like buying a home that's a little bit outside of our budget. We go buy another car. We make all these long-term investments, and our cost of living rises with our revenues, not our income. I even have to be careful. Our revenues, not our income. And the thing is, if your revenues and your expenses rise together, then your freedom is no greater, despite the fact that you might be making double of what you were making 5 years or even 10 years ago, right? And so I just want to break that down, because we use the language incorrectly. In the context of a business, income is revenues minus expenses. In the context of your personal finances, income is revenues minus expenses. Your salary or your paycheck is not your income, it is your revenues. After you subtract your rent, your mortgage, your car note, insurance, food, etc., what's left at the end of the month is your income. And a lot of people have more month at the end of their income than they do income at the end of their month. And we want to reverse that. So I just had to break that down, because I think we get it confused. Language is so important when we're talking about our life and really defining it and achieving success. And I just had to break down the definition of income, especially in regards to our personal finances. I hope this helps. I wish you the best, wish you more happy hours, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.